Oh, what is the upskis, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the GXGamerCast. We're on episode 180 of my little gaming show where once a week I just has to talk about video games. Whether they're new video games that I'm playing today, old video games that I grew up with, it doesn't matter. Video games. And today we are taking a look into the future because I will be predicting the outcome of 2026. Is that the year we're in? Yeah, 2026. And I will be I'll be predicting the Metacritic scores for all the biggest games that are allegedly coming out in 2026. I just went through the list of games that were going to be coming out in 2026. And I got a bunch of them here. And we're going to talk about the upcoming games of 2026. I'm going to predict what Metacritic score they are going to get. If you don't know what a Metacritic score is, there's a website called Metacritic. They take all the reviews from all the major publishers. They bring them all together and give it an average score. That's your Metacritic score. Boom. So that's what we're doing today. But before we get into that, let me discuss what I've been up to over the last week or so. As I always encourage you, the viewer, the listener, let me know what y'all have been up to over the last whatever amount of time. What games are you diving into right now? What movies have you seen lately? And are you diving into any amazing TV shows? Let me know, as I'm about to let you know what I've been watching. So we got Fallout. Finished off Fallout Season 1. Freaking excellent. It did lose a little bit of steam towards the end. I think the beginning of the show is so strong. The episode 1 is probably my favorite episode because it's just introducing everything, and they did it in such a great way. And yeah, lost a little bit of steam at the end there, so I would hit it with probably an 8.5 out of 10. Still great, lovely show. I absolutely plowed through it. I wanted to watch another episode after episode after episode, but I need to sleep, so I had to sleep. But regardless, I watched Season 1. Now, I'm into Season 2. We're there, baby. Oh yeah, so Season 2 has begun. I wasn't blown away with Episode 1. I was I'm not going to say let down, but I was underwhelmed. I was underwhelmed by Episode 1. I was like, all right, kind of just recapping what was going on in the last season and moving on. Try not to spoil anything here, but getting into it. I'm there. Season 2, so far so good. I just don't want to spoil anything, so I won't say too much. But if you're watching Fallout, let me know what you think of the show so far. It's not done yet. I think they still have 2 more episodes to go. But hopefully I can time that out nicely, that I don't have to wait very long for the last episode. But regardless, been watching Fallout. It is a good time. Also started watching, you guessed it, Survivor. Survivor is back, baby. My wife and I are back into Survivor. Watched a couple episodes of not the newest season, but new to us anyway. I don't even know what season we're on anymore. I forgot to write down what season I'm on, but I'm watching Survivor. It's frickin' Survivor, so it's a good time as always. I also went to Monday Night Raw this Monday. I was there live. They were in Toronto, so I took my wife out for her birthday, took her out to the Monday Night Raw. It was a good time. The show overall, I'm not going to say it wasn't the best show that I've ever been to. It's not in my top 3 or anything, but it was a good time, man. Shockingly, there was a whole bunch of snow the day before. We were really worried that we weren't going to be able to make it. Shout out to the freaking snowplows out there. Great work. I mean, those roads were clear. Absolutely. I was stunned at how clear the roads were. So great work there. So the travel was good. We got there, and pretty good show. I think the opening of the show was my favorite part, with CM Punk and AJ Styles just tearing it down, just getting the crowd so riled up. They'd given us a world title match. Even though I knew the world title match was going to end in shenaniganery, which it did, it was still really fun. I didn't have any bad experiences with the crowd this time around. Usually when I go to Scotiabank, something happens, not with me, but just something in and around me, where someone maybe had a couple of drinks too many and gets a little too rowdy, and someone gets in their face, and it's just an awkward time. But this time I was kind of surrounded by family, so it was kind of it was all right. I did have to get up numerous times. If you are going to one of these shows, just buckle down and sit there, man. Go get your snacks and do everything before you go sit down, then go sit down, and then just sit there for 2 hours. Can you not just sit still for 2 hours? Holy crap. I had to get up at least like 7 or 8 times, man. It was just freaking annoying. And I got to tell you, I was in the 300 section. That's where I like to go. I like to be up higher. It's just you get a better view up there. The only time I want to go up front is if I go to a TNA show, because then I can actually afford it. But regardless, the seats are so it's so tight all the time. Like, I wasn't even beside a big guy or anything. He was just a normal dude, and like we were both squeezed in there, and my wife and I are just kind of squeezed together, and it's just like, man, like how, like, I feel bad for like bigger people. Like, I don't know how y'all can do it. Maybe you just don't, but that would suck. But it was a good show. What else happened on there? It was nice to see Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio had a match. That's my boy right there. It's my favorite wrestler of all time. So it was nice to see Rey Mysterio. I didn't get any merch this time around. I didn't even see a merch stand. So I actually really wanted a Rey Mysterio mask. Been trying to track one of those down, and just haven't found one that I like. There's one that was like, it was kind of Christmassy colors. I didn't want like a Christmas-themed freaking Rey Mysterio mask. I'm like, nah, I don't want that. But one of these days, hopefully I'll get myself a Rey Mysterio mask, because I feel like that's kind of a must-have for my WWE collection, which is very small right now. But I think I really need to get myself a Rey Mysterio mask, so I'll track one of those down at some point. You can always just go on WWE Shop and get one there. But it was a good show. I had a good time, so I'd hit my good time with a 7 out of 10. It was freaking cold, though. Holy crap, it was cold. So WWE, if you're listening, don't come to Canada in the wintertime. That's just stupid. You're just asking for trouble. So come in the summer when you had a thing going there where you're coming in the summer. Let's keep that going, and we'll be good. Let's talk video games. Not a lot of video gaming going on. I mean, I'm playing video games, just not a lot of new video games. Just the usual here, playing Arc Raiders. I'm looking for freaking humidifiers, y'all. I need them. Hit me with them. I need a humidifier. Not really. I only need one more. So and I know where to find them, so I'm okay. But I'm still playing Arc Raiders. Still so much to do. I'm hoping to get some good raiding done tonight with my homie Jesse. Maybe Luke will pop on. But we still got a lot of questing to do. It seems like they've added some new stuff, I think, to Arc Raiders. I know there was a little roadmap or something they released talking about some of the new stuff that they're going to be putting out there. I should have done my due diligence and looked it up and figured out what the hell they are adding, but apparently they're going to be adding some stuff, so that's cool. Hopefully, one thing, if I had one suggestion, can you make the stash bigger? Can we get a bigger stash? I need more room. I'm constantly managing my stash and trying to sell stuff and have enough room for another raid and so on and so forth. So that's been a thing. We've successfully taken down Big Arc. I took down all the Big Arc that I needed to take down. Now we just got to work on getting ready for like the matriarch and the mother and whatever the hell all that is going to be like. Like I saw the matriarch and I was like, oh my god, it's like the size, it's like 3 times the size of a leaper. It is not fucking around, and it shoots like laser and gaze and stuff like that. And I'm like, nah, dog, I'm good. I don't want to fuck with that right now, but I'll be getting to it at some point. I will be fucking with those things for show. But Arc Raiders, man, still having a blast with it. Haven't been able to put it down. I was playing it into the lateness of the night or the earliness of the morning yesterday, trying to find humidifiers, and I was like starting to doze off because I was just so tired. But regardless, still playing Arc Raiders and playing Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Really enjoying that game. I can't wait to do the episode on Paper Mario. I really enjoy Paper Mario, and I haven't talked about it yet, so I will be doing an episode on Paper Mario. Hopefully I can get I don't think I'll be able to get it done for next week, so it'll probably be the week after we'll do Paper Mario, because I think I'm only on Chapter 4. Might be going to Chapter 5 here, but I think I still have a ways to go. Probably only like halfway done the game, so still got my ways to go. So I'm not thinking about doing that episode just yet, so we'll be working on that, but I'm enjoying it very much, so we'll talk about it more in detail when we get to that episode. So there we go. That's all I've been up to. As I always say, I encourage you, let me know what games y'all have been playing, and let's do this, y'all. Let's talk about 2026. Let's take a look at the big games that are coming out. I got a whole list of them. I hope I got most of the big ones. Like I I looked up a bunch of articles, looking up the biggest games coming out in 2026 that are at least announced and so on and so forth, or at least presumed to be coming out in 2026. So that's what we're doing. Let's get into it. Let's take a look and predict the Metacritic scores for 2026. All right, 2026. Let's see what you got. Overall, honestly, looking at this list of games that I have, what's the word I'm looking for right here? Accumulated? I don't know. I got a list. Looking at it, doesn't look like 2026 is going to be the biggest year. At least I am a very, what's the word? Oh, geez, I'm really struggling with words today. But I'm not overly optimistic with these scores. I'm being very, very reserved, very, very cautious, very just, chilling out. I'm still struggling to find the word that I'm looking for, but it's there. But overall, it doesn't look like it's going to be the craziest year. Now, there's going to be a ton of other games sprinkled in that are going to slip through the cracks that are going to be amazing. A lot of indie games and stuff like that. Sadly, this is mostly like big name games, like AAA, AA games, the big ones that are going to be coming out. Now, I don't really have a lot of knowledge on all the indie games that are going to be coming out. I have a couple here, like not too many, like Mixtape is here, Reanimal. I think those are going to be indie titles, but regardless, we're going to be talking about a bunch of titles here, going to be predicting. Let's just start. Let's start with the big one. Let's just get Grand Theft Auto out of the way. We'll talk about Grand Theft Auto and what I think is going to happen here with Grand Theft Auto. So I think it's going to come out. Considering the fact that they've already pushed it back quite a bit for, tinkering, they're going to make sure everything is up to snuff because they definitely don't want to have a cyberpunk situation going on, how damaging that was to that game and the reputation to CD Projekt Red. They definitely don't want to have that happen to them, so they want to have this launch be as smooth as possible. Now, I'm not predicting that it's going to be smooth. I imagine there will be some hiccups for a game this massive and, this much stuff, this many people. They're going to find something's going to have to get fixed or something major is going to happen. But I think across the campaign, I think the campaign should be fine. I think the campaign will be ready to go day one. I think it's just mostly going to be multiplayer stuff. If they're going to have issues, there's probably going to be server issues. There's probably going to be something like that going on where I don't think it's going to affect the scores. I hope not. I hope it's not going to be that bad that it actually affects scores and stuff like that. My only thing is I'm starting to, I don't like the fact that they're really focused solely on the multiplayer thing. Like, yes, we are getting a single player campaign in Grand Theft Auto 6, but I feel like it's arguably going to be one of their weaker ones just because I don't think they're going to be as focused on single player as they have been before. I think it's going to be good. I don't think it's going to be anything like special or new. I think it's going to be kind of like a greatest hits or something of Grand Theft Auto. Like, all right, here's your heisting mission. Here's your bank robbery mission. Here's your usual mission types that we get in Grand Theft Auto. You drive here, pick up X, drive X over to A, and then boom, something happens or something like that. But I imagine everything's going to be nice and crisp. I believe we're doing 2 characters. I don't look these games up. I think you are playing 2 characters in this one. So we've gone from a single character to 3 characters. Now we're doing 2 characters. I think that'll work out. I think having it more focused on 2 instead of 3, that'll just kind of help focus the characters a little bit better. And I believe it's a male and a female character, so this is the first time we're playing as a female, which should be really interesting. That'll be fun. I can't wait to fucking just clock a random citizen in the face as a female and just see what happens. See how they react to that. Like, are people going to react to me differently because I'm a female, or like what's going on with that? I'm curious to see how the driving is going to feel. Like, I remember when Grand Theft Auto 4 came out, how big a deal the driving was, because they changed the driving from more of an arcadey feel to a realistic feel. And I remember everyone was struggling with the driving in Grand Theft Auto 4. So I'm just wondering if we're going to have another one of those, like, oh, is it just a big jump in vehicle feel or anything like that, or shooting feel? Are we gonna improve the cover system? Are we gonna do any of that? I'm really excited for the story. I'm really excited for the campaign. I love the Grand Theft Auto campaigns. They're a lot of fun. I've been itching for one for a long time, obviously, since I haven't had a new Grand Theft Auto in over a decade. I know we've all been in that boat. It's not been fun. So I've been going down and trying to play some of the older Grand Theft Autos, but they don't really hold up anymore, man. I tried playing Grand Theft Auto 3. It's just not it no more. I need something new. And I'm wondering what's going to be, what's all the fun? What's all the fun in the game? Like, what's the side stuff we're going to be doing? We playing darts? We doing bowling? Is there going to be something else? We're going to have slot cars like in Yakuza? Like, what's going to be the big fun side thing that everyone's going to be doing in Grand Theft Auto? Is it going to be poker? Are they going to have like a what do you call it? A casino? They're going to be doing that. Like, I am curious to see what is going to happen. They've had so much time to work on this game that I am expecting big things. My score prediction for Grand Theft Auto 6 is, on Metacritic, a 94. Very reserved. I think, most of the Grand Theft Auto games are the highest rated games of their era. Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5 were very, very highly rated. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Vice City, 3, they've all been very, very highly rated. Even some of the handheld ones have been really successful. Chinatown Wars, Liberty City Stories on PSP, you know what I'm saying? But I think a 94 is proper for it. I think that'll cover whatever little jank is going to happen on launch. I think we're going to be a little bit underwhelmed with the campaign, just because I think there will be such a focus on the multiplayer. In terms of the multiplayer, I hope I can get into it this time around. I believe they're going to have cross progression, so you can take your shit from Grand Theft Auto 5 and bring it over to 6, which I think is going to make it a little bit harder of a climb for me, because I don't have a lot of assets from Grand Theft Auto 5, if any at all, depending on what system I end up getting it for. If it is crossplay and everything, I'll probably be getting it on, I don't know. The homie Kyle's we're going to be getting it on Xbox, so I don't know. I would like to get it on PlayStation just for it to run better and look better, and that's my strongest console, is my PlayStation 5, so I would like to get it on there, but I'm probably going to be getting it on Xbox. Who knows, I'll probably end up buying it 3 times like I did Grand Theft Auto 5. Can't believe that. Regardless, the multiplayer, I'm excited for it. I hope it's going to be more fine-tuned, that I'm not sitting there waiting in menus forever, because that was my big quarrel with Grand Theft Auto 5, is that I'm sitting there in menus and waiting and loading and waiting and loading and waiting and waiting and waiting, and so much freaking waiting. Oh my god. Like, I just want to get into a game and like someone would leave and it would screw up the whole lobby and the lobby would have to restart, and like, so hopefully it's cleaned up and it's a lot more efficient and I can just get in and out of games quickly, not having to wait freaking multiple 5 to 10 minutes in a lobby, and then just for the game to end right away because someone left, the host left or something like that. So I hope they're going to have that all figured out. It's probably already been a lot better. I haven't played Grand Theft Auto 5 in a very long time, and so I don't know if it's probably improved quite a lot from when I was playing it, but regardless, the online is not what I'm going after for Grand Theft Auto 6. That's why I'm going to buy it like day one, because I imagine I'm going to play Grand Theft Auto 6 online quite a bit, but I'm buying it for the campaign. Like, that's why I buy Grand Theft Auto games. But now you got the multiplayer. I hope they're obviously going to support it. If we know anything, they're going to support the multiplayer. I would really love to see some single player DLCs. That would be fantastic. Those were always so great. The ones from Grand Theft Auto 4 were banging, and they didn't do anything for Grand Theft Auto 5 because they just did everything in multiplayer. So it's great that it's all like free updates and everything. That's awesome. But yeah, I'm going to stick with a 94. I think it's still going to be a very highly rated Grand Theft Auto, but I think now we're at the point of like, it's so big that it could really only fail now at this point. So I imagine a lot of people are waiting for the fail of Grand Theft Auto, waiting for, the sharks are starting to swarm. I'm not saying there's blood in the water. I don't think this game is going to be bad. The amount of time, we know the company is good. We know they have the assets. They have time. They have money. So it's going to be a banger. I just don't think it's going to be go down as the greatest Grand Theft Auto. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong on all of these and these games score higher than what I'm predicting. But regardless, I'm amped for Grand Theft Auto. Can't wait for it to come out. I hope it makes it in 2026. I hope they don't push it into 2027. I hope this is the year for Grand Theft Auto because, it's kind of screwing up the landscape for video games. Everyone's scared of the release of Grand Theft Auto. They don't want to release their game too near or anywhere around Grand Theft Auto because it's just going to be a black hole of sales, right? Grand Theft Auto is going to take all the sales. If you release a game around like the week of Grand Theft Auto, you're probably going to sell one if you're lucky. So if you're releasing a game, don't do it on Grand Theft Auto week because that would be a bad time. But I'm going to stick with my 94, but let me know, what do you think Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to score? And let us move on. So now we're going to go down to Phantom Blade Zero. Now, Phantom Blade Zero, I don't know a lot about it, but it looks fucking sick. It's apparently a new IP, stylish Souls-like action RPG right here. So you're hitting a lot of good check marks right there. That's a lot of stuff I like. I like Souls-like action RPGs, so that looks good. And it's made by S Games. I don't know who they are. But regardless, this could be, I'm hoping that this is this year's Clair Obscur, like a new IP, looks amazing and actually hits. I hope that is Phantom Blade Zero. I'm going with an 88. That's pretty freaking high for a new IP and a new game from a new, I don't know if it's a new studio. I didn't look up to see what games they have made. But I'm pretty high on this game, man. I think it looks really, really good from the trailer that I watched. The combat looks really fun and stylish, so I'm feeling pretty optimistic about this game right here. I feel like it could score very well, and the graphics look really good. So, yeah, I'm feeling good about Phantom Blade Zero. Now, let me know what you think about Phantom Blade Zero, and we'll move on. We'll go to Reanimal now. This is a co-op horror game from Tertiaire Studios. They are the people that made Little Nightmares 1 and 2. Not Little Nightmares 3, Little Nightmares 1 and 2. So, with that being said, I'm pretty, I would say, excited for this game because I had a level of hype for Little Nightmares 3. I didn't know that it was being made by a different studio, and the reviews for it weren't as good as I was hoping for. It was like low, mid-70s on Metacritic, so I was hoping for more. And this is the game now that I'm putting my chips into for co-op horror game. So, Reanimal, I don't know a damn thing about it. All I know is that's a co-op horror game. And I'm hoping that, from what we have saw from Little Nightmares 1 and 2, they're going to take another big step. They got a new IP here. I'm excited for it. So, I hopefully it's going to be one that I can get my wife to play, or maybe even Jesse can play it with me at some point here, but yeah, I'm pretty excited for Reanimal. I'm going to go with an 84. That's in and around, the Little Nightmare scores were at the 80s and stuff like that. High 70s, low 80s. I think this is going to be a step forward for these guys. New IP is going to be new and exciting, I hope. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for that one. And I'm going to stick with that 84 right there. I'm just trying to get my list going here. Okay. So we got a Pokemon game. Not a regular Pokemon game. This is called Pokemon Pokopia. It's apparently a crafting simulation title from Nintendo. I'm a little bit excited for this one. I hope it hits. I hope it's a really good one. I don't know what you're going to be doing in it. I imagine you're going to be collecting resources with Pokemon. I'm trying to remember. What's that game called? Pal World. I remember Pal World was doing some of that, like crafting and doing that kind of thing. I'm wondering if this is going to be kind of like their answer to that. Like, all right, Pokemon crafting simulator. Maybe you have like, I'm not going to say, maybe like a Poke Farm or something like that. And you can like rile up some Pokemon to help you. And like certain ones are going to do this. You're going to have a Miltank and like, I don't know what I'm expecting out of this one, but it's simulation. So that is my bag right there. I love me some simulation. So I just checked out a trailer for Pokopia because I was like, well, I guess I don't really know anything. This game looks freaking cool, man. It's got a nice art style to it. It's not like, it kind of looks like Animal Crossing, honestly. It looks like Animal Crossing / Pokemon meets Minecraft a little bit. So you're playing as a Ditto, and you can like transform into a weird, creepy as fuck person, but you can also like absorb other Pokemon's powers. Like I saw that it absorbed the power of a Bulbasaur, and it like just popped up some grass. All right, we got some grass growing here. We're cutting down trees. We're terraforming. We're building up this island by the looks of it. So like, this could be a sleeper hit for me right here if it actually hits and it's a really good simulation. And fuck yeah, this could be something that holds me over until new Animal Crossing comes out or something. I hope it hits. I hope it's a good game. For my Metacritic score, I'm hitting it with an 80. You know, optimistic. I hope it's better than that. I hope it, you know, optimistically, I would love for every one of these games to be a 90 plus, so then it's awesome and I can get it and all that stuff. But I hope this is fun. It's looks really cool, charming art style, very colorful, very bouncy. I don't know why it's bouncy, but that's the word I'm going for right there. But yeah, Pokemon Pokopia. Very interested in that one. I'll keep my eye on that game. Now we have Pragmata. Okay, so this is the strange game where you're carrying a girl on your back and she's shooting like fucking lasers out of her face or something like that. This game is strange. This is a game I believe that has been in development for a long time and has been kind of going through some shit, so I don't really believe in this game very much. I'm going to hit it with a 72 on Metacritic. I don't think it's going to, I mean, that's not bad. I'm not thinking it's going to be a bad game. I just think it's just going to be kind of a game that comes out. It's going to be kind of forgettable. I don't know about this carrying a girl on your back. I don't know how that's really going to play out and make for some very compelling gameplay. Like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is going to be the craziest freaking game and this girl's it's just going to be crazy awesome. But for Pragmata, I'm not very optimistic with Pragmata. I just don't think it's going to hit very good. So we'll move on to Lego Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight. This is made by TT Games. They have made pretty much all the Lego games that you are aware of. And this one I'm feeling, man. I loved Lego Batman, the movie. It was, like, the Lego movies are all time for me. They were so much better than I ever thought they were going to be. They were hilarious, absolutely hilarious. And the Batman one especially fucking hilarious. Like, we're talking 10 out of 10s here. Like, these Lego movies are phenomenal. So I'm really excited for Lego Batman. I hope they're going to bring that comedy to the game and make the Lego games have been getting better and better, and they're just getting bigger and more refined. And I haven't played one in a little bit. I feel like the last one I played was like the Marvel superhero ones, and that was like an open world situation. And I imagine they're going open world with this Lego Batman Legacy of the Night, or of the Dark Knight, and I imagine I don't know if we're going into that Dark Knight trilogy, if that's what they're following. They're going to follow those 3 movies, or if they're just kind of going with something in that universe, and we're going to have the Joker, we're going to have Mr. Freeze, we're going to have all the characters. I'm just really hoping it's going to bring the comedy. That's what I'm hoping for. I hope they don't go like actual Dark Knight and, oh, everything's going to be dark and slimy and stuff like that. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I want it to be hilarious. I think it's going to be a really good game. I think it's going to be an 82 on Metacritic. I could see it going higher. For a Lego game, I don't know if I can really see a Lego game going much higher than like an 85 or something like that. But if they have some good elements to this, if they bring in the gadgets and stuff like that from the Batman world, you get some good puzzle solving, you get that funny story, you get the funny, quirky moments with the characters. I think this game could bang, man. I think this could be one of the best Lego games out there, and I'm really excited for it. Hopefully I can get it at some point. I would love to play Lego Batman. I've never actually played the Lego Batman games before, so I don't really know if they have that comedy or not. All I'm expecting is from what they did in the movie, and the movie was freaking hilarious. So I'm hoping that it's gonna bring the comedy. That's what I want. All right, and up next we have Mixtape from Beethoven and Dinosaur Studio. That is the maker of Artful Escape. I really enjoyed Artful Escape. Very beautiful, colorful game, great music, and this one looks special, y'all. Mixtape is like, oh man, the art style in this game is gorgeous, absolutely stunning. First off, it basically sounds like, I think the concept of the game is that it's like the end of summer, and it's like this group of friends kind of like going through all the best moments of summer, like kind of trying to get their last last good couple of days of the summertime, and then some shit goes down with the cops or something by the looks of it from the trailer. But oh man, they are going to have a hell of a soundtrack to this game. They got like real bands like The Cure, Iggy Pop, fucking others and stuff like that. So it sounds like they have a little bit of a budget behind this game. I'm telling you, look up the graphics on this game. It looks freaking amazing. The art style and everything looks gorgeous. The soundtrack sounds like it's going to be amazing. So boom, boom, you got 2 wins right there. Graphics and soundtrack sound like it's going to be banging. Now they need to hit on that story. They need to bring these characters to life. They need to bring us on this little adventure that we're going on, and hopefully it bangs, man. It looks freaking awesome. I'm hoping that Mixtape gets 85 on Metacritic. I'm hoping that it gets at least that. Artful Escape didn't get it was reviewed well, but not like amazingly well, because I think it was just really short. Probably only like a 4-ish hour long game. No idea how long Mixtape is going to be. I imagine it's going to be in and around like maybe 5 to 8 hours, somewhere in between there, I would be guessing. But man, Mixtape looks really dope, and I'm rather excited for it because I really enjoyed Artful Escape. Very underrated game. I believe I have it on my underrated list for those episodes that I have done. You can go track those down. Those are good ones. All right, up next we have Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. Now, I'm a big Fire Emblem guy now. I played 3 of them. I played the original Fire Emblem, I played the 3 Houses, and I played Awakening. Awakening is my favorite one. Awakening was freaking absolutely phenomenal on 3DS. That was the first Fire Emblem that I ever played, and I absolutely fell in love with it. Then I got the 3 Houses, which was way bigger, a way big game. You got like 3 different campaigns in that game, 3 different stories. I only went through it the one time because it was just such a massive experience, but it's a role-playing strategy game with quite a big story to it. Now, I didn't play the one that came out in between here. There was one that came out in between the 3 Houses and this game coming out here, and I think it was called Engage, maybe Engage. Now, the reviews were good for it, but it wasn't as highly praised as other Fire Emblem games, so I don't know what was going on with that one, if it was the story was whack or the gameplay was whack, I don't know, but I think the gameplay is going to be what the gameplay is going to be in Fire Emblem. You're just looking for a really good story and characters to go along with it, along with some amazing music and some nice graphics. I don't think they're overly, I don't know, the graphics are nice in these games, but I'm not going to say like it's not fucking jaw-dropping or anything, but it could be on Switch too. Now that they're in 4K, this is going to be the first 4K Fire Emblem game, so that could be pretty exciting. I don't know if it's coming out for Switch 1. I don't know if this is a Switch 2 only type of situation, but regardless, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave, I expect it's going to be doing very, very well. I'm going to go with an 88 on Metacritic for Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. I am very excited for it. I don't think it'll be a day one purchase for me, but because I don't even know if it's coming out for Switch 1, if it's going to run good or anything like that. So my opinion on that is what it is. I don't know what I'm saying. But Fire Emblem, it's probably going to be a damn fine game. Damn fine game indeed. All right, let's do a sequel. We got Code Vein 2. All right, I never played Code Vein, but it's like a third-person action game. Kind of looks like a little bit, I'm not going to say it's as stylish as Bayonetta or one of those, or like a Ninja Gaiden or something like that. I don't have the highest expectations for Code Vein 2. I think it's going to be slightly improved. I don't know about the story, though. The story sounds like it's going to be pretty whack. Something about time. It looks like there's some time travel shit going on in there, so I don't know about the story on that one. It might be a little bit crazy. But the gameplay looks okay. Like, the combat looks all right. I'm not going to say it's anything special. It doesn't look like. It looks like you could have some pretty good boss fights there. There's some pretty interesting enemy designs. But I'm not too excited for Code Vein. I'm not excited at all for Code Vein 2, to be completely honest with you. I'd go with this from Bandai Namco. So they've done good stuff. I don't know, but I'm not expecting this one to be like an amazing game or anything. I'm really going to go with a 77. I think it's going to be a really good game, but it's going to have flaws. I think there's going to be flaws to this game. I think it might already be out. in like Japan or something like that, but regardless. Let's move on to Dustbloods. So Dustbloods is interesting. This is a From Software game and also made by Nintendo. So Nintendo and FromSoft working together for the Switch 2 multiplayer title. I don't know what to think about this. I don't like the fact that From Software is going like down this multiplayer path all the time now. I'm not going to say not all the time, but the last two, Night Rain and now this one, they're both multiplayer titles. I haven't played Night Rain. I don't really have any appeal to play that one, I don't think, right now. But hearing, the reviews for that game when it came out were fairly, I think there was like a 79 or something like that on Metacritic. Not the normal numbers we're used to from Software. We're used to like, high 80s, 90s, masterpiece type video games. And that one came out and was like, yeah, it's really good. It's fun. I hear really good things about it. Like, Andy from Kind of Funny absolutely adores it, put in like over 100 hours on the game. This looks like it's going to be very similar. It looks like the art style looks more towards a Bloodborne type situation, and you might be a vampire. I don't know. I watched the trailer, and you bit someone's neck, and some fucking shit came out, and you absorbed it, and I'm like, yo, we fucking vampires right now? That's crazy cool. So that could be really fun. And the fact that you can call in your friends. It seems like they've been tweaking and refining the Night Rain experience and getting it better and fine-tuning it and making it a more fun experience. So I think they're learning things. So I'm just, a little bit worried that it's coming out on Switch 2 and being an online thing. Nintendo's never really been known for their strong online support and so on and so forth, so I don't really know what to expect out of this game. I don't know if it's going to be it could be From Software's first disaster where like everything goes wrong and it doesn't work, but it also looks good too. Like it doesn't look like a bad game whatsoever. It looks really fun, looks really good. You're going to have that From Software combat, it's going to be tight. Going to feel really good and satisfying. The art style looks awesome. The music sounds freaking amazing. You got the and they're doing the whole freaking thing. So I don't know. I'm gonna go. I had originally set it at a 79, but I moved it up to an 84. So after watching a trailer, I feel a lot more optimistic about it. So we'll see what goes on with Dustbloods. I'm nervous about the online thing, it being a Switch 2 only title. That could hurt it, but we'll see, man. Maybe it's going to be a banger. I just don't think it's going to be. It would have more success if it was on other consoles. It's nice that they're giving Nintendo some love and they're getting some From Software titles now. I believe Elden Ring is going to be coming to Switch 2 at some point. So that's going to be awesome. Imagine playing that on the go. Holy fuck, that is crazy. But regardless, Dustbloods 84. And up next, we have one of the games I am most excited for, and that is Sorrows from Housemarque Games. That is the makers of Returnal and Resogun, y'all. Resogun. I can't believe these guys have gone from Resogun to now we're going to Sorrows. And Sorrows looks incredible. Absolutely gorgeous looking video game. And it looks I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but it looks exactly, gameplay-wise, exactly like Returnal. And that is amazing, because Returnal's gameplay was phenomenal. I absolutely love that game. So it's going to be, I imagine, a roguelite again, but like, this is your AAA roguelite. This game looks amazing, and there's going to be a big story involved on this one. I don't know about the story. I was involved in the story in Returnal, but that's not why I kept returning to Returnal. I kept coming back there because the gameplay was just so damn engaging, so fun. The gunplay was so good. The enemies were so fun to take out, and I cannot wait for this game, dude. I know it's going to smash. It's going to be an absolute banger. I'm going to go... Returnal was already highly rated, so I'm going to go with an 89 for Sorrows. I think it's going to be slightly higher. I hope it cracks into that 90. I would love to see it hit 90, 91, just so people will really take these games seriously. There's the lovers for Returnal, but there's also the detractors of Returnal. And I don't understand that, because I think Returnal is a fucking phenomenal video game, and I cannot wait. I don't think Sorrow is going to be a day one buy for me. I don't know. Who knows? If it reviews high enough and there's enough meat on the bone for that game, and the story hits and the music's amazing. I already know the music's going to be banging. The graphics are amazing already. I already know the gameplay is going to be there. So I'm very, very firm on this number. I know it's going to be an amazing game. 89 All right, let's go to Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly Remake. This is by Team Ninja. So Team Ninja, I think they're going to be pretty busy this year. They got a couple of games coming out, I think. But I'm feeling pretty good about this one lately. You know, the horror remakes have been flowing lately, and they've been flowing really nicely. And I think this is going to be another one that just really pops off because of the remake. I think they're just going to make it look all that more scary with the new 4K graphics and all that. Everything's going to look even more gruesome and horrifying. This might be the first time I play a Fatal Frame game. They look way too scary. Like, I've watched the PS2 ones and stuff like that. It looks absolutely horrifying. You are like a little girl, and you are supposed to be taking pictures of these ghosts, and the whole thing is, the closer they get to you, the better your scores are going to be. So you gotta, like, let them get near you and, like, damn near kill you or whatever the hell they're going to do to you. So, yeah, the whole point of that game is to get the fucking shit scared out of you. So that is going to be cool. I think it's going to be dope, man. It's in the hand of Team Ninja. They make some good shit right there. It was already a good game back in the day, so I think it's going to do really well with the remake. I'm thinking 86 for this one right here. I'm thinking it's going to be up there with the Silent Hills. I don't think it'll be up there with the Resident Evil remakes, but I think it'll be up there with a Silent Hill remake. I think it's going to be really good. All right, we go now to another sequel. We got Neo 3. I've never actually played a Neo game. This is also from, there you go, this Team Ninja as well. And I've never actually played a Neo game before. I am terrified of the difficulty of those games. I heard they are very, very, very hard, but I have not personally tried one yet, honestly. I believe I really should. I really should give a Neo game a try. Does anyone have a recommendation? Should I skip to Neo 2, play Neo 1? I've seen good reviews for all games. I think Neo 1 has like an 86 or something like that on Metacritic. But yeah, it's just an action game, kind of like Ninja Gaiden, but a little harder in the terms of the Souls-like. It's definitely a harder style game, taking place in feudal Japan, I do believe, and that's an amazing setting. I love that setting. I've always been terrified of the difficulty of the game, and it's not Souls, so I'm not used to it. It's going to play differently, and yeah. I don't know really what to expect out of Neo 3. You know, Neo 2 kind of came and went. I remember it came out, and not a lot of hype was behind it. It reviewed well, like it always does, and yeah, I imagine that Neo 3 is also going to review well. I'm thinking 83. I don't know if they're going to be able to I don't know if this is going to be their coup de grace. This is going to be their big game. Like, finally they unlock the code and they crack like into the high 80s, into the 90s. I think it's just going to be another really fucking good game. And 83 is nothing to sneeze at. So we'll stick with that for Neo right now. Oh, buddy. Now we get to the big ones. We got big ones coming up. We got Fable. Now, Fable, I'm going to readjust my score on this one right now. Not to a 96. Okay, so I readjusted my score for Fable. Trailers just came out for it recently. The game looks absolutely stunning. And I knew it was going to be a stunning-looking video game because it's in the hands of Playground. And Playground is going to have a big year, man. They're going to have a big freaking year. And I think Fable is going to be a big part of it. I feel like this game could be and should be in Game of the Year contention when it comes out. If it comes out this year. I really hope it comes out this year. I really want it. I want it so bad. I've been wanting a Fable game so bad for so long. I haven't played a Fable since Fable 2. Fable 2 way back in the day. That was like 2010, man. That was like 15 fucking years ago. I need a new Fable. I haven't played Fable 3. I just didn't play that one. So I need a new Fable. This game looks awesome. And it looks like they're nailing some of the aspects that make Fable Fable. You know, your choices matter. Apparently, if you kick the chicken, people are gonna fucking react to that, man. Like, oh, you're fucking chicken kicker? You chicken kicker? And it's going to be crazy, man. You can, like, buy up properties. You can buy up any property. You can buy up businesses. You can marry as many people as you want. Have kids running all over the place. I think the draw. I don't even think I think the combat's going to be really good too. That's the only thing I'm nervous about, because coming from Playground, they have done Forza games. They've done driving video games. They haven't done a third-person action video game before, and with the IP power of Fable behind it. So I'm a little bit, not going to say I'm just worried a little bit to see, like, how the combat's going to play out. Fable's never really had the strongest combat. It's been good. Like, I enjoyed the combat from Fable 2. I was actually talking about it with a guy at work, and I was like, man, I remember the gunplay was really fun. just having the guns and everything. So I hope they have that. Give me some guns, give me some crossbows, give me some, I don't know, what else? What do you call it? Muskets? Give me some of that. Give me some of that action. I think we'll be good. This game, I hope it hits, man. I really hope it hits. This is one I'm really rooting for here. I hope it comes out this year, and I hope it comes out to a Metacritic score of at least a 90. Oh, baby. I hope it goes higher. I hope it goes higher than that. I hope it gets into... I hope it's a fucking 97 for all I want it to be. A 97. But I'm gonna predict a 90. I believe in Playground Games. I was really excited to hear that it was in their hands. I was like, oh, Playground. They make Forza Horizon. These games are absolutely sensational. So, should be in some good hands right here. And I'm hoping with a reboot, new company, it's just going to breathe fresh life into Fable. And this is like this is a reboot for the series, right? So, I hope this is the right one. I feel really good about this one. So, I'm very, very excited to Fable. Let me know. What are you most excited for about Fable? Are you excited for Fable? Are you going to play Fable when it comes out? Damn right you are. You are definitely going to play Fable. All right, let's do the other Playground game. Forza Horizon 6. This is another one that should be in Game of the Year contention for sure. This is going to be like a day one play for me. Same thing with Fable when that drops on Game Pass. So we're finally getting the Tokyo setting. If you've ever played a Forza Horizon game before, you probably know exactly what we're in store for here. And when does that happen? These are all incredible games, but they're not overly different from each other. The only thing that's overly different is the setting. You're in a different place, but you're generally doing the same thing. You're racing against fucking super vehicles like a fucking blimp or an airplane. You're searching for vehicles, you're doing jumps, you're doing drifts, you're doing you're getting tricks, you're doing stuff like that, you're playing online multiplayer. They have added like different little games and stuff like that, but the core of the game has not changed for 5 games now, and I still don't think it's going to change in the 6th game. I think we're still going to be racing, just now we're going to have cherry blossoms all over the place. It's going to be the most gorgeous video game. I'm predicting already that this is going to be graphics of the year. That's my prediction. We're going to have those cherry blossoms, bro. That's just going to kill me. It's just going to be murder. You're going to vroom by, and then the cherry blossom petals are going to float by, and I'm going to absolutely cream my corn. Oh, it's going to be amazing. But this is the setting we've been waiting for, and I hope there's a little bit more of an emphasis on drifting for this game. Tokyo Drift and all that. Hopefully they kind of emphasize that, and it's just going to be an amazing video game, man. I think it's going to be nothing short of a 92 on Metacritic. If it's it's Forza Horizon, man. It's going to be freaking awesome. So yeah, there's not much more to say than that. It's going to be freaking awesome, and I cannot wait. All right, now we got Marvel's Wolverine. This should be another Game of the Year contender, I'm hoping. So now we're losing the Spider-Man thing, and we're going for Wolverine. Now, Wolverine, the big difference between him and Spider-Man, I would say, is violence. Pure violence. That is what I'm expecting out of this game. I want some gruesome kills, and from the trailer, we're going to get them. You're getting fucking knife, fork fingers through the face, in the eye sockets. You're peeling people apart. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. That is exactly what I want out of my Wolverine. It's got to be dark and dingy and dirty and just meh, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I imagine the story's going to be pretty good. I've never been like the biggest X-Men person. I watched the original X-Men as a kid way back in the day. I watched the cartoon, but I don't know. I haven't really followed along with X-Men very much in a long time. I've been meaning to go back and watch all the movies, but there's a lot of movies, so that's kind of scared myself with that task. So I don't know about that one. But the gameplay looks really, really good. It's Insomniac, so you know it's going to be. The gameplay is going to be bumping. I am just struggling with this microphone filter right now. There, will you stay still? Thank you. All right, but it's Insomniac, so you know what we're getting here. You know you're going to get excellent gameplay, great graphics, banging soundtrack, everything. I'm going to go with the usual score for an Insomniac game. I'm going to go with an 88. Not quite the 90, not, it's so close to that 90. I don't think they're going to hit the 90 right away with Wolverine. I think the big thing they're going to lose is the traversal. Like, you're going from that amazing traversal of Spider-Man, web swinging in New York, and now we're going to be on the ground again, boots on the ground. You might have, I think there's a motorcycle you're going to be riding around, so you might have some driving gameplay. You might have a motorcycle accessible to you throughout the whole entire game. I don't know, but is driving a motorcycle as fun as swinging through New York City? I don't think so. So I think it's just not going to be as fun as Spider-Man, but if they bring the violence, they bring the story, we know the gameplay is going to be there. I think it's going to be a freaking great game. I think it's going to be an 88 on Metacritic, which is nothing to sneeze at. So there we go. Let's move on to the next game, a game rumored to be coming out in 2026 at least, and that is Gears of War E-Day. Oh, baby, I need me some Gears of War. I hope this is going to be, we're going back now, so back to the old style. We're getting Marcus back. We're getting freaking Dom back. We're getting Anya. I think Anya is going to be in there. She better be in there. I need her. And get back to basics, man. Let's just get back to killing some freaking, what are those dudes called? Gear? I don't know what the hell they're called. A flood? Fucking emergence people? I don't know, but we got to get back there and start chainsawing those motherfuckers apart again. We know the game's going to look amazing. We know the game's going to sound great. It's just that gameplay. I hope it's in the level design. We need to get that level design back to being more of a, what do we call it? A straight line. Linear. We need a more linear Gears of War game. I don't want this open world crap. That's not what I want my Gears of War to be. I just want to run and shoot and roll and shoot and cover and shoot and chainsaw things in half and all that stuff. I think it's going to be an 86 on Metacritic. I hope. I really hope. It could be lower than that, optimistically an 86, but I can see it going as low as like an 80. But regardless, I'm going to be playing that game probably day one when it comes out with my wife because we love Gears of War. I love that co-op gameplay. And I imagine it's also going to have multiplayer. I'm not really interested in the multiplayer whatsoever unless it has Horde mode. And hopefully it does have Horde mode. So there's that. I am hoping that Gears of War comes out this year and it's really good. Now we have 007 First Light from IO Interactive. That is the Hitman studio. And, I've looked at the gameplay on this game. I'm not, overly sold on it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I just don't think it's going to review as highly as some of the other games on this list. I think there's going to be some misses. I don't really know. I don't believe in this game. That's really all I'm getting to. I am a 007 fan. I love 007, don't get me wrong. And I love IO Interactive. I just think, I don't know if it's going to be enough of a new thing for them. They're gonna have to, I don't know, it's like all stuff that they already have access to with Hitman. You have all the gadgets, you have all the, all you're gonna have now is like Aston Martins and like a British accent maybe instead. So I don't know. I'm not overly hyped for this game whatsoever. I probably should be, but I'm not. I don't know. There's just something about this game I'm not really feeling it. But it looks decent. I'm not going to say it's a bad game. I don't think it's going to review badly or anything. I think it's still going to review well. My Metacritic score prediction for 007 First Light is an 81. Not bad, but definitely I don't know if this is going to. I don't think this is going to be like a Game of the Year contender or anything like that. But I think it's going to be a really fun game. People are going to have a lot of fun with it. They're going to enjoy the game. And yeah, that's all I really got to say about 007. We finish it off with Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Oh, baby. I think this one is definitely going to be better than... This might be the best one in the trilogy of this era from 7, 8, 9. I don't count 6. 6... So I kind of have them in 3 different trilogies. So you have 1, 2, 3, that's like that trilogy. Then 4, 5, 6, that's that trilogy. And then 7, 8, 9, that's that trilogy. Makes sense? Then you have the spin-off games and so on and so forth. But I kind of see them into 3 trilogies. So this is the third in the third trilogy. I think this one is going... When you're bringing out Leon Kennedy, you better believe some shit's going to go down. And this is going to be a banger video game. So I'm expecting shit to hit the fan. Chris Redfield... Is he going to fight Leon? I don't know. I don't really follow the story all that closely, but I know there's a lot of hype around this game. It's coming out very soon, and I think it's going to be one of the best ones, or the best one in this trilogy. I'm going to go with an 89 for Requiem. It's going to look gorgeous. It's going to scare you. And hopefully, I don't know if it's going to be as scary as 7. 7 scared the hell out of me. It's definitely going to be scarier than 8, because 8 didn't scare me at all. But I think it's going to be a better game than 8. 8 was okay. 8 was a good game. It just, I don't know. It lost a lot of the steam after you lost Lady Demetrice or whatever, the big giant witch bitch. And but I hope Requiem is going to be a great time, man. And hopefully this was a great time, going through and looking at all the games coming out. Well, not all the games, that's for sure. Definitely not all the games, but some of the games coming out in 2026 and predicting their Metacritic scores. So what we're going to do, I'm going to hold on to this one. I'm going to keep all my predictions, and we'll revisit this at a later date, obviously, when all these games come out, and we'll see how close I was and how these games did, how stupid I was, and all that great stuff. It's a lot of fun. I love doing prediction videos or episodes because then I can... It's basically 2-in-1, because then I got to come back and make fun of myself for how bad and how off I was. So let me know what your Metacritic scores are, what you predict Grand Theft Auto and Resident Evil and all the big games. Let me know what your Metacritic scores are going to be. Is Grand Theft Auto 6 going to be a 99? Is it going to be the perfect video game? There's no such thing. But yeah, those are my Metacritic scores. Thank you, everybody, so much for listening. You're the best. You want to be even more the best. Make sure you're reviewing and sharing the podcast around with a few of your friends, maybe an enemy or two. Why not? And, rate the podcast. Give it an honest review. I'm not begging for 5 stars. I'm just asking for an honest review, and that's okay. You can also watch all these episodes on YouTube. I upload all of them on the YouTube channel Gamer GX Videos. The link is in the description. You can follow along there. Go subscribe on YouTube. Drop a comment on the YouTube channel. I would love to hear what games y'all are playing, what movies y'all are watching, and what TV shows you're watching as well. And of course, I want to hear your Metacritic score predictions, so hit me with some of that. And what else we got going on? I think the next episode I want to do might be my favorite video game characters, or we're going to be desert island video games. So it's going to be a list video for sure, because I definitely won't have Paper Mario done in time. But regardless, that's what we got coming up for y'all. So there we go. We'll be back again with some GX Blood Game.